Hey guys, I'm here with Craig Cottle. Craig, thanks for being with me.
Yeah, thank you.
We just finished the Ultimate Survival Challenge and Craig was so kind to spend an extra day doing some extra videos. In this particular video, we are going to talk about your book, Extreme Wilderness Survival, coming up next on Ultimate Survival Tips. Okay, Craig, so the first thing that struck me about this book is that you did not start with skills.
That's
right. You started with mindset, and you spent 5 chapters on mindset? Are you kidding me? Why did you do that?
That's a great question, and I appreciate it. Everybody talks about mindset and how important it is and having that strength and how to set your ego aside, but nobody typically goes into how to do that. And so that's exactly what I did. I took 5 chapters. I've had a wonderful opportunity to hang out and work with and to train law enforcement officer and military personnel, some of the top, some of the best of the best. And sitting around a campfire with those type of people, you hear all these things of this is what I do and this is what I do. And so I filled 5 chapters up with that, as well as my own experiences that I've had to help make my mindset strong. Because across the board, we all agree in the survival community that mindset is important, but this book goes into detail how to exactly do exactly that, which is to build your mindset up.
I've seen some books that are this thick and way thicker, just with skills.
Yeah.
You obviously couldn't put every skill in here. Well, how did you choose what you put in?
I like to look at things that have a higher probability and work from there. That's the way we teach our classes, and that's the way I wrote the book and our blogs and everything. I want to look at things that are very likely to happen and find solutions for them. For example, wilderness first aid is a broad topic, and I highly recommend you studying it and getting full books on it. But in a wilderness survival book, all I touched upon in that section is the top 5 things that happen to people, because it's not a wilderness first aid book. And I did that with fire building, I did that with water purification, and that way I'm just hitting the high points. Things that are very likely to happen rather than just filling it up with stuff and that's never going to happen.
So the next section of the book is the most intriguing, because I'm not sure that I've ever seen a wilderness survival book with tactics in it. Can you explain what tactics are and why they're in there?
Okay, tactics is the methods of you working with others to develop a strategy to come to a particular end. And so I wanted to make sure that everybody understood is you need to work with others. This whole lone wolf mentality, that's cool for TV, that's cool for stories and books as far as, you know, creative writing, but it doesn't work that way in the long run for most of us. And so tactics covers communication skills. How to find good leaders, how to define people that are close to you that you can determine are people that you could add to your group so you can work together. And if you're thrust into a situation and none of that has been done beforehand, what kind of things that you can do to work with somebody that is with you, whether it's a stranger or your own family, and to work as a team to solve these problems of survival.
And then so many books either put gear up front or real predominant position. The last section in your book is on gear. What were you thinking there?
Well, I like to be different. In all honesty, from my perspective, through the research that I went through, the 200 stories that ended in tragedy and all the other experiences that I've had, very few were solved by gear pieces. Most of them were solved by mindset skills or tactics. And some people that did not survive had the greatest gear in the world. And there were some people that in the research that didn't make it to the book that made it out alive and had harrowing circumstances. They didn't need any gear at all. They had one of these mindset skills and tactics that was working well for them. So that doesn't mean it's not important. I know that from my perspective, survival is a puzzle. Mindset, skills, tactics, and gear is an integral part of that puzzle. So I covered it. And the way I covered it was take a look at it from a perspective of how to choose gear, how to pack gear, how to find things that are going to work for you, and at the same time work for somebody that's over here. So I covered it in a general sense, and then I laid out very specifically, this is what I carry every day. This is what I call my tier 1 gear, the stuff that goes out the door with me every day, but I don't carry it on me. And then I go into tier 2 and tier 3, and then how to put all that together.
So interestingly, it's called Extreme Wilderness Survival.
Right.
But when I read the book, I felt like you covered a lot more than what I would be thinking about in a title like that. Can you explain the title and how you came up with that?
Yeah, the title was something that the publisher came up with, and at first I had a problem with it. We had a very long discussion about this, and from their perspective, they're not survival folks. They're not in this community, and they were very surprised at the stories that I had included where people had died. They were very surprised at how often that happens, and in their perspective, and I think I agree now, that's extreme. Death is a pretty extreme circumstance. We changed the title about 3/4 of the way through. Now I understand why they chose that title, and I think they made the right decision.
Can you tell me who this book's for?
This book is for anybody that's interested or has a situation where they might be in a wilderness area. This is not for just survival folks. This is for anybody that goes hiking. This is for anybody that drives to and from work and drives through a wilderness area.
So the book's title is Extreme Wilderness Survival.
Yep.
How can the guys get the book?
Please put a link for Amazon because that's the easiest way.
Fantastic book, Craig. Any echoes, rumors of a second book coming?
There is no rumors. It is happening.
Awesome.
I am writing it as we speak, and it is going to be a good one. It's I can't tell you what it's about. David knows what it's about. He's helped me and give me some advice on it already. So yeah, it's going to be a good book. It is going to be a great companion to this one, and it's going to be liked and loved. We've had an outpouring of support on this book, and I'm sure the second one's going to do the same, and I can't thank everybody enough for those that buy it. naturereliance.org is our website, so that has our calendar as well as my blog. We have a YouTube channel, we have Facebook, and we have Instagram and all that good stuff as well, so we'd love to have you join us there.
Craig, thanks so much for your time, bro.
Absolutely, thank you.
For upcoming knife and survival videos, make sure you subscribe to this channel for daily survival tips, cool hacks, knife videos, and our weekly Facebook Live gear giveaways. Visit Ultimate Survival Tips on Facebook. And don't forget to grab your free monthly survival e-mag at ultimatesurvivaltips.com. And for more gun videos, survival adventures, and gear reviews, check out the Ultimate Survival Tips Show on Carbon TV. Okay, this is David. I hope to see you on the other side. And remember, be prepared because you never know.
Welcome to Pandora, minion.